Okay, so we decided to do this again. So we had two decks we could play against and get a little practice in. So we have a little different look here, and just gonna show you our spread. Much more white, much more multicolored spells. We got Hellkite Overlord, just some really interesting cards that I think we're gonna have some different challenges when we put this together.
Yeah, there's also a disclaimer here. We're opening up 5 packs for each pool. That's not going to happen at a PTQ or a Pro Tour or at a pre-release or release event. So we have the chance of opening up like 5 commons of the same name, and that's not going to happen at a. I guess they could run out of product, but I don't think they. I don't think they're going to get 300 people showing up to PTQ.
Alright, so we're going to sort through this a little bit faster than we did the first batch, and we'll get back. Alright, so we've got the second deck built, and it's in black, red, and green. Basically pretty even for the amount of colors. I think we had 11 red, 9 or 10 black, and then 9 green, I think. So we got it all shuffled up here. I'm about to face off against Rick. He's playing the first deck, so we'll see what happens. All right, so we just wrapped up a couple of games, and I lost 0-2 to Rick here. He had a crap load of removal, but they were definitely very competitive. I think it could have easily gone either way, depending on who drew what when, and yeah, removal's the way to go. Any thoughts?
Necrogenesis on your side was good every time we played it. Tower Gargoyle obviously is good every time I played it. Killed Manoplasm both times. Saw him both games. Was able to play him with even the 3 green sources we had in here. Felt good every time to play the Rich Ran It. The 6/4 guy for 7. Like, I never really wanted to cycle him. Some of the drafts and sealed events I played, people have the 5/7 spider with reach, and I felt every time my opponent cycled that, I think I won. So I always seemed to have like a 4/4 flyer they couldn't deal with. A 5. I don't know if there's a 5/5 flyer in the format. It always seemed like I had some flyer they couldn't deal with because they cycled their reach guy that early. Not that this guy's anything to gawk at, 6/4 vanilla guy with the cycling ability. But I always held on to him both games just so I could play him. It was worth a remove a spell. Covenant Mines never really did much. I think it got me 3 lands once, and then 2 lands and I think Magma Spray once. And Magma Spray didn't have any effect. Anything you liked about your deck?
Yeah, there were a lot of great cards. We had Hellkite Overlord, but I never even drew it once. So I had the mana for it, later in the games. Yeah, Necrogenesis is great. It was the first time I ever really played with it, and we didn't have anything in here that could really deal with your flyers, which I think was a mistake, other than the removal, and I never really had any mana problems. I had my own decent removal. I think Resounding Roar sat in my hand most of the time. I didn't have the greatest opportunity to play it. Jun Charm, I was able to clear the board one time with Jun Charm, which was pretty cool.
But unfortunately, it was mostly your creatures.
It was mostly my guys, but yeah, it got me out of it. I was able to kill Tower Gargoyle, so I would have been dead in 2 turns if I hadn't done that. So, yeah, it's interesting. It's going to be fun tomorrow, so we're going to find out. I'm glad we did this. It definitely is going to give me a little bit more insight into how to build. And, yeah, what do we got here?
Well, I was going to say, I was pretty much dead to Hellkite Overlord if you ever played it without regeneration and mana up. The only way I could really kill you in my deck was to have Bloodpyre Elemental in play and then take 8 damage. Then on my turn, deal 4 damage to your Hellkite, and then sack it to deal 4, hoping you don't have green-black mana open to regenerate. So, you know, I think if we run this more than 2 times, I'll die quite a few times to Hellkite Overlord. Because you can stall. The thing about your deck is you can just cram the ground with Necrogenesis, and unfortunately the capsules weren't great necessarily against my deck, but then again my capsule wasn't good against you. So, like, I think if I had to take either one of these decks tomorrow, you know, I probably would want to take your deck, even though, I don't know, there's a lot of removal in here. I like removal. It's a toss-up.
Yeah. Alright, well, there you have it. It's been a long night, and so we're going to probably hit the sack here in a few minutes and get up bright and early for the PTQ tomorrow. Alright, see you later.